I am Mamadou Bah. I come from the Gambia. I'm a political refugee in Italy, living in Verona. I left my country in 2014 after the attack on the presidential palace when I see that my life was in danger. Well, most of my friends were arrested, especially in my village, so I decided to run away and seek refuge in a different country. Because mostly the people arrested were the Fulanis and the Mandingos, and I come from the Fulani ethnic group. That's why I decided to leave my country and seek political asylum in a different country. That's what brought me into Italy. When I was in the Gambia, I was just aiming to be a university graduate and one day work. Because as it is very rare in my village to see Fulani boys or girls who have education up to university level or college level. Because mostly they just go for the sake of going to school to read and write, that's all, but not to go to higher heights. So since when I was young, my aim was to go to higher heights, maybe one day become a celebrity in my family or in my community, so that my people will say, this is the first Fulani man or Fulani boy to go to university or go to college. So secondly, after going to university also, I wanted to work for higher organizations like the United Nations or even possibly UNHCR or international media organizations like the BBC. Because BBC was even my favorite. Since when I was young, I liked listening to the BBC radio. And I can remember my journalists like Alex Johnson, who was the reporter in Palestine. Liz Doucet was in Georgia during the Georgia-Russia war. Still now I can remember most of the BBC journalists. Even in Africa, Sola Odumfa was in Africa and he was very famous. I like him. So, and also one journalist called Robin White, who was also a great journalist in BBC. So I wanted to be like one of those people. Before leaving the country, I never decided to leave my country. It was not my choice to leave. Even though I knew that my life was in danger, for being somebody from the Fulani ethnic group, I know what was going on in the country. Because I was going to a tertiary institution. I finished the college, I was trying to go to the university. So how the country was run, I knew everything. So when the chaos started in 2014, 38 December, when the presidential palace was attacked, some Gambians who were based in America, Germany, and England wanted to remove the president by force. Because he has been in power for 21 years and is called all over the world dictator. Everybody knows that he's a dictator, and that's why we call him the dictator. Even the West call him the dictator. So these Gambians wanted to remove him, and it failed. So these people were led by a Mandingo man with some assistance from even the ethnic group of the president with some Fulani. So when this thing failed, the president was very angry. So he came to attack, especially the Mandingo and the Fulani ethnic groups, by arresting most of their big name people and few people who are going to the university or going to the college, especially those who were part of the University Student Union, because it's an organization in the university which is very organized. They can organize protests, they can organize other forums which will go against the wishes of the government. So when this happened, my two friends who were Mandingos were arrested in my village. By then I was not in my village, I was in the bigger city, that's Birkama, where the college is located. So my father called me and told me that your two friends who are here are arrested. I told him who arrested them. He told us he don't know who picked them, but it was a pickup truck with no number plate. So in the Gambia, most of the time we know that a pickup truck without a number plate belongs to the intelligence officers, because they are very feared in the Gambia. So he told me that if you come back here, they will pick you, because you are the third person going to college in this village. Two of them are picked, you are the third person left, and you are from the Fulani ethnic group. Your friends were Mandingos. So they are already taken. Nobody knows where they are. He told me that if you come back here, you know that your life is in danger. I told him, but I'm planning to go to university. I cannot leave this country. He told me, it's left to you now. You know what you did down there. Either you are part of it or you are not part of it. It's left to you. What is important is you to know that you are from the Fulani ethnic group, and what is going on. I don't need to tell you in this telephone line, because you know what is going on in this country. So he rang off the mobile. So I saw that my father will never fool me, and he will never put me into something which is not good for my future. So I tried to take his advice. I left my country and went to Casamas. So when I went to Casamas, I called him in the Gambia, and he told me that I will send money for you to go to Mali. So he sent money for me and I went to Mali. Upon arrival at Bamako, then I saw many people going to Italy. I decided to take on the journey now and go to a better country whereby I will totally run away from the conflicts in West Africa. This is how I made my decision to come up to Italy. The journey in the desert started at Agades. On a Monday evening, we left Agades with pickup trucks. We drove for one night. After that first night, our first vehicle got a problem and I was transferred to a different vehicle. So the place where I was transferred was mostly carrying Nigerians only. I was the only Gambian there. So when I arrived on that vehicle, we drove for the second day. Then after the second day, the driver made a stop because before we left Agades, we were told that in 3 days' time we will be in Libya. But after driving for the whole second day, our driver stopped in the desert at a small location. They call it a village, but for me, I don't think that is even qualified to be a village because they just take beads, leaves, and they just make like tents, and that's where they live. And mostly it is occupied by security men. That is the checkpoints in the desert. So when we arrive at this checkpoint, there is a lot of beech trees. That's where the driver parked us, and he told us that we are going to rest here for the day. Then in the evening, we drove. So after resting there for the whole day, in the evening, we told him that it's time to go. He said, no, we are not going. We are going tomorrow. So we spent the night there until the following day in the morning. The driver came and told us that now we are not going unless if you pay money again. If you don't pay money, you are not going. Then we told him, but we already paid money in Agades for the journey to Gadrun. We were told that in Gadrun you pay in Agades. After 3 days, we'll be in Gadrun. And right now, still now we are in this desert. So the driver told us that the previous people I took to Gadrun, I was fooled by some Nigerians. They are supposed to pay me the checkpoint money so that I will divert the checkpoints. So the checkpoint money that they should pay to the soldiers, I will divert the checkpoints and that money will be paid to me. So he said when these people arrived in Gadrun, they all ran away and left me with my vehicle empty. So those people were Nigerians and right now we have Nigerians here. So these people are going to pay the money that I was supposed to get from those people. So those people said they don't have money and we have to spend the night again. That was the third day now, which was supposed to be our final day in Gadrun. So he said, money or you are not going anywhere. So we spent the night there. The following day, the fourth day again, he said, money or we are not going anywhere. And we did not have money. We were running out of food. That was my first day of eating gari. I never ate gari before because I did not have any other food to eat. So one Nigerian was sitting near me. Everybody was eating. I was not eating. He told me, my brother, come and eat. I told him, no, I cannot eat. I don't have food. He told me, come and join me. I told him, no, thank you very much. He said, don't be afraid. We are all the same. In this desert here, we are the same people. We are from Africa. We are all embarking on the same thing. We are refugees. I told him, yeah, I'm not saying that I cannot eat your food. What I'm saying is, I have never eaten this type of food. So if I eat it, I don't know what will happen. He told me, just you try. If you don't eat, you are going to die. That I came, he gave me some gari and I ate. So even though it did not taste well in my mouth, but I have to eat some to keep me alive. So after the fourth day, the driver said, money or no, he is not going anywhere. So the fifth day again, we came. I came with 2 other Nigerians to talk to him because I was a Muslim. The driver was a Muslim. So I told him that right now we don't have money. Now what we will do is, we will embark on the journey. If we go up to Gadrun, then we will pay you. But right now in the desert, where are we going to get money? He said, no, the other people, that's how they fool me. They told me that if we get to Gadrun, we pay. When we arrive in Gadrun, they all disappeared. I told him, but then right now here, you have to kill us. Well, we don't have any other way to get money from in this desert. There is no Western Union, there is no bank here. Where are you going to get money? You see? So one other Nigerian was there. He was afraid. He was having $100. He just thought that if he paid the pass, this man, he will just live like that. So he just went to his bag and pulled out €100 and just gave it to the driver. He told the driver that you can take this with my brother. So you leave us to go. So when the driver saw this €100, he was $100, he was crazy. He said, these Nigerians, they have hard currency. So that was the worst part of it. So now the driver came and told me that, you see, you don't know these people. They have money. You are defending them. Just somebody just gave me $100 right now here. I was totally confused. How can somebody do this? We already made an agreement. The driver was nearly agreeing to what we said. How can you just pull out $100 and pay him? So when I asked the boy, he said he was just afraid. He thought that we are all going to die in the desert. So he cannot keep the $100 in his pocket and die. I told him now we are all in danger because you pay this man, he see the money. Now he'll think that everybody have $1, which was not correct. So we were there up to 6 days. Until when the driver knew that there was nothing that these people can do now, he started to carry us to Gadrun. And the girls were even suffocating. Before we arrived in Madama, one girl even fell down for hunger. Because Gari was finished, water was nearly becoming finished. Because we arrived in one small settlement where that water we drank here, even if I explain to you, you will not even believe. A well which is not covered, it's just like an oss in the desert. The driver just came and performed ablution there, washed his legs there already, and told us, go and drink. He was just punishing us. But we had no other choice but to drink to make us alive. Because we were only having 5 liters each. And for 7 days, 5 liters ran out. So we had no other thing to do. So I told the driver, what you are doing here, this is not Islamic. Because nobody preaches in Islam that you should force Christians to give you money by force for being a Muslim. I told him this is totally against the value of Islam. You are not using Islam here. You are the type of people giving Islam a bad name. For example, these people are Christian, you are Muslim. Why are you forcing them to pay you? When they paid you already in Agades. Where can you find this in the Holy Quran? He said he don't care about the religion or what else. What he care about is the money. He's a businessman, he's doing business. So he said religion has time, his money making has time. So I told him, then don't talk to me and tell me these people are Christian, you are Muslim, don't bother yourself. I told him that I am more related to these people than you. Because you have no sympathy for these people and me. If I told you have sympathy for me, you would have listened to what I was saying. But these people at least are black like I am. You are not black. It's just that we observe the same religion, but we are not black. These people are black, I am black. And these people are the people giving me food. You never give me food, and you are a Muslim, I am a Muslim. We are in this desert for 6 days. You have never even given me a cup of water. So I told him that what you are doing is totally wrong. He told me then this is not the right place for you. He told me that if you are looking for the right thing, don't come to this desert. This desert here, all we care about is money. So the 6th day, he knew that these people don't have money. They have nothing to do now. Because every Monday, they have to go back to Agades and collect other passengers. So it was on a Saturday now. He had no other choice but to carry us. So that's how he came to carry us and took us to dump us in Gadrun and went back. That's how we made it to Gadrun with the suffering of the sunlight in the desert.